Let's talk about your drawing tool set. That is this 6 tools right here. This rectangle, line, circle, arc, polygon, and freehand. Now freehand is pretty much pointless in woodworking if you ask me. As far as designing your items, you can do something crazy like that, but as a woodworker that's not very helpful, so I never use the freehand tool, but it's there if you want to use it. The most basic form of drawing anything in SketchUp is your line tool. I like to use keyboard shortcuts, so L for line, and you can quite frankly just draw out whatever you want to draw. A simple rectangle here, just the same way I did right here, and that's with using the line tool. A quicker way to draw a rectangle is of course to use the rectangle command, R for rectangle, and you start and stop drawing out your rectangle. If you want to draw a circle, obviously the circle tool here, C for circle, and when you draw it you will be prompted in the bottom right hand corner for a radius. So if you want a radius of, I don't know, 30, there you go, you type it in, press enter, and that's how you make circles. Now also keep in mind that all of these drawing tools have object snaps by default. So if you're drawing a line and you want to start at the end of this line right here, then just hold your mouse over it and it says endpoint. Endpoints are green. Every single line in SketchUp has 2 endpoints that you can snap to. Every single line in SketchUp has a midpoint that you can snap to. Also, you can snap to the center point of this circle. Now I'm trying to find the center point and you can't see it. In order to get this center point to pop up, you must first put your mouse over the circle on the edge somewhere, doesn't matter where, and then if you go to the middle, it pops up on the center point, and you can click and start and guarantee that you are 100% inside that circle. So this is kind of handy as far as locating stuff. Now say you want to put a circle in the dead center of this rectangle here. Well, keep in mind that you can snap and start at a midpoint. So how do you get to the midpoint of a rectangle? You L for line and draw a line from opposite corner to opposite corner, and now this midpoint is dead center inside this rectangle. So you can C for circle and draw a circle that is 100% in the center of this rectangle, and then simply select your line. It'll break it up into pieces here and delete it. So there's a couple little tips for you. Now let's delete this, and let's say, you know what, we like this rectangle, but I want this bottom edge right here. I want this to have a little bit of a curve to it. That's where the arc tool comes in handy, and A for arc, and you can select where you want to start the arc, and I want to stop the arc here, and you just drag it in the direction in which you want to release the angle. Now keep in mind, it's a 3D modeling program, so you can draw it on the same plane or accidentally draw it on a different plane. So if I go across the green axis here, you can see that it's in line with the green, so it's on that particular plane because I'm drawing on the green-red plane. But if I was to do the exact same thing here and go up onto the blue axis, as you can see what that did, it created some height there. So keep in mind which direction you are drawing in based upon this green, red, blue axis system. Alright, we also have the polygon tool. So what about a stop sign, an 8-sided object? You can click on polygon, and right off the bat on the bottom right hand corner down here you see where it says sides. You can just type in however many sides you want. 8 sides, enter. And wherever you click, and of course you can snap to anything if that's where you want to start, but wherever you click and start drawing your polygon, it's always going to go with the radius, which is the longest point you can get in here, from the center to the one of these vertexes here. You can also snap to the center of a polygon as well. So if I use like the L for line tool and just hold my mouse over the edge to activate this polygon, then you can start to see the center right here. And of course I can't find the center here, so let's go to the edge and now you can snap to the center there. So you can align things pretty good with these object snaps as well.